So, welcome everyone to another edition of Art, Design, and Conversations, which is our monthly series where we talk to different artists and different designers from all over India. Last ADC which we did was a live ADC where we had Ravi Agarwal, Aditya Panda, and Jagannath Panda joining us. And it was also the day where we inaugurated our new design edition called Parijat, which is based on Odisha's fauna and flora. So we launched that. We did the ADC, which was based on climate change and art. So how art can contribute towards the issues of climate change. So before we start off, we can start with a quick introduction of what Beads is and what ADC is about. So our studio, Beads, Bhubaneswar Experimental Art and Design Studio, is a design studio that's based out of Bhubaneswar, Odisha. We create elegant, ethnically inspired, and environmentally friendly products, and that are imbued by the creative spirit of Odisha. We start with a firm belief in the power of art and design to make people's lives better, and our products are handmade, contemporary, toxin-free, and we use zero plastic packaging, so very sustainable brand. So you ask us why we do a lot of these art and design conversations. The reason behind that was the idea was to explore the motivations behind indigenous craftsmanship and design, and what kind of inspirations do they take. It is an exploration of how craft items intersect with our daily existence and environment within the framework of contemporary design ideologies and an emphasis on sustainability. We seek to talk with accomplished professionals in the realms of art and design, and basically unravel the ecological and communal consequences associated with mass manufactured goods, and underscore the importance of native artisanal traditions, our own craft traditions, and spotlight the transformative role of such mediums. And for that, we talk to different people who have worked in the field of craft and design and art. And today we have a very special artist with us, Abdulla. Hi, Abdulla. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, hi. First of all, thanks Beats for inviting me for this opportunity. Uh, I saw your YouTube or every video. I saw it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel very great because I saw so many, like authentic stuff. Like I really like those kind of stuff also. Like,
Thank you. Thank you so much. And before we start off and I start asking questions to you, I would like to give a formal bio of Abdullah, which he has very kindly shared with us. And I will personally say, just like people who might have joined early, that I saw Abdullah's work for the first time in the exhibition Things Vanishing Before Us. And it was a magnificent piece of work. I hope he'll share some images of that. It was a beautiful piece of work. And it was also installed where some really established artists like Tallur and others had their work, but everybody's eyes were on Abdullah's work. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. But just as an introduction, Abdulla PA is a multidisciplinary artist who completed his BFA in painting from the Government College of Fine Arts at Thrissur, Kerala in 2021. He was awarded an honourable mention in the State Award category in 2021 by the Kerala Lalitha Kala Akademi. His works have been exhibited in numerous exhibitions around the world, including the 50th Annual State Exhibition, the collateral show of the Kochi Biennale, Things Vanishing Before Us, which happened in Delhi, which we were just talking about, and also Luminous Reveries by Gallery Dot Walk. Both these are by Gallery Dot Walk in Delhi. The interesting thing about Abdullah's work, which we'll talk about more, is that he's inspired by the concepts of biomimicry and biomorphism. And through the prism of biomimicry and biomorphism, Abdullah collects peculiar looking natural items, studies them, and presents his viewpoint to the art milieu. And so we'll talk a little bit more about his inspirations on that. So as an artist, I would say very like one of the few artists that we've seen in the recent days whose works kind of spans art, and I think he also has an interest in design. And because of the work, it kind of lends itself to both the worlds. So welcome, Abdullah. And let me start off with the very first question. We know about your bio, we know about your all your achievements, but what got you down to the journey of becoming an artist? Like, did you wake up one day and say that I want to become an artist, or how did you get into this? Can you talk us through that a little bit?
Okay. I think my story is little bit mm, sudden. Sometime like actually it's came from um, actually I am like little bit dyslexic.
Okay.
It means did you saw that movie Tare Zameen Par?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I think all of India got introduced to the word dyslexic from that. So
yeah. That
we all
actually
familiar.
at that studying time I didn't recognize like that actually.
Right.
After after my 10th I just I really interested to make stuff like
Yeah.
in my school time I just make chappals and wear it and go. I'll make shirt and wear it and go. Like I'll experiment a lot in that sense. I don't know why I'm
Right.
doing that. In childhood also, I just roam around and I just searching for something. I don't know why I'm searching, and if I got something very interesting, I don't know what to do for that. Like I'll take it and keep it in myself. Like I'll store it.
Right.
It's a
Right.
practice happened in very childhood itself, I think.
Hmm.
After 10th, I just realized I really like to be designer. Like I really want to be a designer, I think. Then I
Okay.
just after 10th, the school they didn't give me science.
Okay.
If we get science, then we can apply for the architect.
Right.
Then they didn't give me the science. Then I just took commerce only.
So
Then after
why did they not give you science? Did they give you a
because
reason?
of my marks.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
because of
that.
my marks, I think, yeah. But
Okay.
I'll get pass mark in every subject, but not more than that. They are
Right.
scared because
Yeah.
of the 100 percentage, I think. Like, you
Challenges
know,
of our education system. Yeah.
yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Then after plus two, I decided I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn a typical way. My all the friends are going to like the degrees, normal
Yeah.
degrees and all. I really don't want to learn those degrees. Then
Right.
after that I just got a job in Qatar.
Okay.
It's a very good job, like it's a family business, family business, like
Okay.
it's a advertising company.
Okay.
In that time I'll get little bit of time. In Gulf it's very difficult, like we can't get a time to do part times.
Right.
Then in our room bunch of people are there. We have to wake up in the proper time. We have to
Yeah.
ready the time. Like I'll like I'm remembering that sometime I'll just draw something like with my flashlight and all. I don't know
Yeah.
why I'm doing that. I'll keep doing those practice you
Right.
know
So you kept doing
After
it instinctively, like there was something that
Yeah,
something was coming. Yeah.
yeah. Because I want to, I want to prove something. Like I want to, I think sometime like that.
Okay.
Something is very easy to me. That's I
Yeah.
want to do it. Like that
Okay.
thing is very easy to me. That's why I'll actually, because of dyslexic, I think the visual ability is
I can.
yeah. Then that reading and writing is little bit difficult. But in visually, I can easily recognize.
Yeah.
I
So in
think that's
Qatar, you had to find time to do this. Like you
yeah.
would.
Yeah. Then I'll randomly draw so many stuff, and suddenly one guy saw my work. I
Yeah.
just give one frame shop to like simply रखने का दिया मैं काम
Yeah.
दिया.
Yeah.
After one artist came and said, "Who is this artist?" Then he asked me, "Did you learn fine arts?"
Right.
At that time, I just heard about fine arts.
Okay.
Then oh what? Then I asked him like, "What is fine arts?" Then
Mhm.
he told me, "Fine arts. It's a course. It's a art course." Like then I just go to that internet and I just search everything. I just learn about this, and
Yeah.
after I'll get to know it's my path. Then I
Right.
just cancelled my job and came back here.
Wow.
Um, Came back here and because of I just told him, to my boss, I have an exam, I'll definitely fail in this time, I'll definitely go in next year, like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the first time I go, I just wrote the exam, I got the exam actually.
Right.
Yeah, then I came here, then the boss is also ready to give me the opportunity to learn.
Okay.
Then I
And
came back.
what did your family react when you came back? They were like, "You've just gone and come back to study."
No, they didn't force me for nothing.
So they're very
They,
supportive. That's great.
yeah,
That's very good.
very
Yeah.
supportive, and
Yeah.
they they know something I'm doing. Even
Yeah.
right now, also they didn't know what I'm doing properly. They
Yeah.
didn't show my work and all. They'll
Yeah.
give other. They will let us leave,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Go
they
and
will
do
support.
things.
Yeah, they will only they will consider like your health is okay, your rest of the things is okay, right? Like that
Right.
only.
And so
Then
you came back and then you joined the college in Thrissur to start
yeah,
your work. How was that?
yeah,
How was that experience? Meeting
that's
artists,
a
meeting people.
little bit terrible, I think.
A
At that time,
little
what?
bit terrible.
Yeah, because what happened? Um, Actually, I have a safe job.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
leave that and come here because
Yeah.
I saw people around me, very amazing skill and very skillful people and
Yeah.
friends are like that. Then I'm
Yeah.
scared. Like
Yeah.
I'm really scared. How will I survive here? Like
Yeah.
no, people are very skillful. Then I just
So this was in your first year when you were like
yeah,
seeing
first
all
year.
this.
Yeah, yeah,
This is a little
yeah. First,
scary. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, very scary, literally scary. Then I just think like, oh, I want to go back, like, like that.
Yeah.
I think sometimes like that.
Sometimes, yeah, 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 I can imagine.
Then slowly, you know, some kind of like change happened in like every year.
Right.
Actually, I'm really hate for reading books and all,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But after like I heard, I'm just walking in the veranda in the college.
Hmm.
Um, I I heard like to some other sir is firing a other senior,
Okay.
like, you go and visit library, why are you like that? Not
Hmm.
for me, randomly saying that. Then
Yeah.
I heard then I just suddenly go to the library, I don't know, like I just then I like like after that I just every day I'm visiting library. I
Okay.
really
So then you
like
got into books and everything.
books. Yeah, I really like how can the visual, the books are like visually, right? So many books are
Yeah.
in visually also. We can if you want to read it properly, we have another technology like clicking the photos and we can read it.
Yeah.
I'll do those things and I'll put a headset and I'll listen what they are saying, what they are like.
Yeah. Right. Right.
The
Oh, that's a,
books are very fascinated in those times, like,
yeah.
because books have so many pictures and
Yeah.
reference, and I really like. Then after that I get changed, like I
Right.
get a like wisdom, I think,
Oh, you
like
got like Gyan coming through.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
uh, then then I get little bit hope in second
Yeah.
year also.
Mm.
Then actually in the fine arts I studied because actually the main thing is we can understand ourselves, like
Okay.
that's the main part, I think.
Mhm.
We can we can understand what our limitation is, what our ability is, like
Right.
then I just at that time I have back pain. Actually, I really like to be a sculptor, but at that time I
Yeah.
have a back pain and all. That's why I took painting. But
Okay.
in painting also, in we can roam around, and we most of the time in a sculpture studio or a play
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
uh, then one more thing. I don't work with gathering people, like means in the studio. I can't work with that place. I want
Okay.
some privacy.
Some
Then
quiet.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I told you before, like I'll collect particular stuff, like
Yeah.
I'll collect it and kept it in my room. Is a bunch of things I can't, I can get into my room sometimes, you
Uh,
know. Then I made another small room studio in my house itself,
okay.
a small house. Then I just collect particular stuff, you know.
Okay.
um, then other stuff is like, if I the way of college, I'll take 5 or 6 paths, like it's
Hmm.
1 hour travel to home to college.
To the college. Yeah.
It's like it's I just took like 5 or 6 kind of routes, you know.
Okay.
Like then I just visited every scrapyard, then
Okay.
uh, every scrapyard. Then actually, because of three reasons, like I really like to experiment stuff. Like I don't
Okay.
want to be a particular. I am doing the particular thing. I want so many experiments like a lab. I will
Hmm.
do random stuff. I'll fire it. I'll dig it in the sand. I'll do like free, like those kind of stuff. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I really want to know the change, like
The
happening in my
changes
work,
happening.
in my
Yeah. Hmm.
practice. You know, sometime I'll get stuck. Then I told about my that scrapyard. I just
Hmm.
visited the scrapyard. If we visiting the scrapyard, we'll get to know like the surroundings about that area. If that
Right.
factory is there, then the factory, most of the waste in the factory type waste, or we can easily identify the entire area because of
Right.
the waste.
Right.
I really explore that area. Then one more thing, if we are exploring something,
Hmm.
we don't want a fear. If we have a
Hmm.
fear, we can't do exploration.
Right.
Like costly, or the
Yeah.
costly, we can't do such things like break it or something.
Yeah.
If you are collecting the scrapyard, it's like little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Then yeah, then we can
Definitely.
experiment. We have no fear to explore or
Yeah.
experiment.
Yeah.
And
So,
some of
so while you were at college, even going to the college and taking all these routes and going to the scrap yards, that itself became a part of your education.
yeah, of
That
course, of
itself
course.
was a big part of what you did at college in terms of
Yeah,
growing as an artist.
yeah. Actually, that is also Jan Puch, means I didn't realize that
Yeah.
after a while, like I just think why I'm going like that, why I'm like, then I got no, like
Yeah.
that's why I'm going that way.
So when you started off as a, you said you didn't want to, you couldn't do sculpture because of back pain, and you did painting. So did you eventually move away from painting into found objects and creating installations, or like towards the end that's the change that happened, or did you keep painting at the same time?
I'll I'll keep doing painting everything. Like I
Yeah.
don't like to be in a particular thing. Like
Slot, right?
yeah, I
And
really
were there
like to
any
be.
teachers or anybody in the faculty that was very supportive of what you were doing or inspired you to do anything? Or was it more of a self-taught experience?
I think so many teachers helped me.
Yeah,
Um, but in fine arts, we can, after school, like we can't predict. I thought like they will teach us how to draw, and
yeah,
nothing will taught like that.
yeah. Right.
We have to find our own way. I think that's the thing. I also got it. Like
So
you
by the
know,
time you were in third year, fourth year, you were confident. You were no longer that kid who was a little scared about what's happening.
yeah, third year. I think third year. Actually, what happening? All the people are very skillful.
Hmm.
Very, they have the big background.
Yeah.
You know, that's because in that case I got an advantage. I don't know nothing.
Right.
That's an advantage because they know everything, but they can't break those things.
Right.
I think I can easily break. I don't know. Like I can do easily things. Like then after that I'll get reference what like after that I realized that okay, this is it. While in that pattern, um I told before, I just think about that my limitation I'll take my limitation as a advantages, right?
Yeah.
I got to back pain, At that
Yeah.
time, I just draw it and go from the college, means from the studio, and
Hmm.
I'll have a tea and come back and draw something and go. Like my friends are like, they'll start the work and they'll complete the after the day,
Yeah.
end of the day, they got a work like that,
Yeah.
you know.
You'll do it
But
in short bursts.
yeah, uh, after like uh, like last end of the day, while seeing my work is little bit different from that side,
Okay.
because I'm not into that work, I have little bit difference from their works. Then
Right.
I got to know everyone have a space,
Yeah.
then I
Different way of doing
slowly,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
slowly realized that actually before that I'll show my works,
Yeah.
um uh, like uh, uh, I'll
If you want to share your screen, please go ahead. Share your screen. Show some of your works.
yeah, actually this is only few works actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I have
Yesterday we were talking. You said you have 100 works
yeah,
you've got out there. So
yeah, actually.
can I ask you a question before we show your
Okay,
work?
okay,
So
okay.
we started off by talking about the fact that you collect found objects and you're very interested in biomimicry, which is how people define your work. How did you get into it? And can you tell the audience a little bit about biomimicry and
Okay.
what is it all about? What's the
What
concept?
happened in that time? I'm very curious about that scrap thing, right?
Yeah,
After lockdown happened, we very fear to touch everything, you know,
yeah, yeah,
everything. I can't touch, and I can go and scrap, and I'm also very fear to touch.
yeah,
Then I took another advantage because I'm in a coastal area, right?
yeah.
I every day I visit the coastal part of my place,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll go and I'll find so many stuff from the beach, that in my work you can see it, like we
Shells. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because while I'm starting that, uh, I want to learn about that.
Okay.
The Because of why I took those things, like because of the texture, the color, the shape. I
Right.
also really like the designs, also the design
Mm-hmm.
perspective. That's why I just collect the pattern. Mm, then I'll took a single piece, and then I'll think back, like
Right.
why is this shape? Why
Mm-hmm.
can't be like that shape, like that? Then I something I just we nowadays we can learn easily. Like we can take a Google Lens and we can know what it is, like that.
What is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Then I find it out. In that installation, I have a seed. It's a seed. It's have a panga.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Then I think why the seed have a panka, you know.
Right.
Then I just research about that. Um, then I get to know, like, panka, because the tree is very tall. You
Okay.
know, the tall tree, if the seed fall from the that much height, if that much height, the seed will break. You
Right.
know, because of that, the nature give, like, it's have a panga. It will be slow down. Like it
Yeah.
will, like
Fall
those
and come down. Yeah.
yeah, those kind of reasoning I really like in nature, you know.
Right.
Nature have solved a lot of problems. According to biomimicry, like, is already done before.
Yeah.
Also people are, biomorphism is also, most of the artists also took
Yeah.
reference from, nature, and they also did so many works.
Yeah. People say Da Vinci is like the father of biomimicry. He
Yeah,
used to make a lot of
biomimicry,
that.
because of
Yeah.
the wings and all he draw his
Yeah.
sketch. We can see the sketch also. We got amazed while
Yeah.
seeing his sketch. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
So. So show some of the works so that people will get an idea of how you do it.
Okay, I'll show it. Like a biomimicry is basically, typically some works are there. Like we can see it in like shark skin.
Yeah.
The shark skin we are using with the hospital purpose,
Mhm.
because shark skin have a pattern that cannot be, virus can't be stick on the skin,
Okay.
because only because of that pattern,
Right.
we just make the pattern and we are putting in the hospital, then
Right.
virus can't be stay, those
Okay.
kind of little. Then the velcro is also, one designer is also went walk his walk with his dog, and suddenly some like beads or something like
Yeah.
sticking with that uh,
Yeah.
dog skin. Then he
Yeah.
took to the
Time to
microscopic,
pull it
and
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then he realized that velcro is came like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then because of the lockdown, we can slowly closerly observe those things. And that time I also studied about biomimicry, and like in that lotus also the leaf is uh, I do the before I thought it's a like a plastic material. That's why water is not standing.
Yeah.
Why? Because the pattern of the leaf. It's because of that it's not happening. The pattern. I
Yeah.
think we also tried to in the earliest time the boat downside.
Yeah.
All the shell are sticking and the boat will collapse
Right.
later.
Right.
Then they invented a paint. Um, invented a paint that lotus leaf,
Yeah.
uh, reference from that bulge, like that
Right.
pattern.
The texture on top of the leaves.
Yeah. Then he got they got a paint and they painted it. Then the problem is solved. Then nature have that ability to, nature already solved the problems. You
So
know.
you were fascinated during COVID by all these,
Hmm.
natural
They,
design solutions that you saw, right?
yeah. Actually, very big thing is like at that time, just to like I get to know like trees are talking. Like at that time, just yeah, like everything, every information is like very surprise.
Right.
I then I just feel why, how can trees talk?
Right.
Then because of the mycelium, they can talk.
Okay.
In about mycelium.
No, please tell us.
It's a very good product. Like if you in your videos also, I saw that you didn't use the plastic, right? I think this is the very good replacement for this.
Okay. Okay.
Very good replacement. You can also search is like what is mycelium.
Okay.
Mycelium is a fastest growing thing.
Okay.
Okay, it's if we have 40 trees around, like
Okay.
it's a 40 trees in the forest. If some trees have a little bit like issue,
Right.
then the rest of the trees know that
Right.
that trees get little bit low.
Yeah.
Then every tree will give them roots are not connected. Like
Yeah.
every tree have a roots,
Yeah.
but root to root, this mycelium is this. My
Yeah.
mycelium is connected.
It's like Avatar.
Yeah, it's like a like a
Like a network
yeah,
underneath.
network. Yeah. Mycelium have lot of, they proved a lot of stuff actually. In
Okay.
in Japan, they did an experiment.
Yeah.
Um, this is the fastest growing thing.
Yeah.
Okay, then they did an experiment like um, we'll in childhood we play that this thing, right? Like I don't know the name. Like we have
Like
we can
snakes and
draw,
ladders.
and like we can draw and find the path like that.
Okay. So
Okay, okay.
like the line to close a box, kind of like that.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Actually, what they did map.
Hmm.
They want to solve the problem while the metro problem. Okay,
Okay. Hmm.
what they did the barriers like this. Then they did the seed while how the metro station is there. that way they did the seeding.
Okay.
Okay, then automatically they will find the easiest path.
Okay. Okay.
Then they replicate the path, then they mimic to that their, the rail, the metro path.
Right.
They
Yeah, I mean,
they
so they've done a lot on that. Even I think the bullet train is designed
Yeah, bull
like the
peak of the
hummingbird.
because of the
Yeah.
density while flying the air and the
Hmm.
water, the same density is happening.
Right.
That's why uh, it have a lot of benefit also. After before that, lot of very big noise is happening
Yeah.
while entering to the tunnel and get out of the tunnel. It's
Exiting the
very big sound is happening. Then
yeah,
after making this peak a big like this same design,
bullet
it will
trains.
10 percentage when increase the faster and the sound
Speed
is
and
less. Yeah.
sound is reduced. Yeah. So you got fascinated with this during COVID, and then your work started growing in this direction where you wanted to show some of this stuff. So show a bit of your works which are based on this. That'd be
No,
great to see.
no, not be that much excited in my work. That in I'll show some of my work here.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Yeah,
people will get a flavor of some of the stuff that we were showing. So these are
actually,
your early paintings.
these all are my earlier paintings. Actually,
Yeah.
I also have lot of slides, but I didn't. I just cancelled everything. Like
Show
just
a few.
short.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh, okay.
Go to them.
What?
Go
Sorry.
ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay, no, no, no. It's only 10 or like around that much of work. I
Hmm.
sort it out. This all that's why I'm just saying this all are my works earlier. I
Hmm.
just mm, draw. This is about my brother actually.
Okay.
He also like he is autistic.
Okay.
He can't walk and all. It's a story about my brother actually.
Right.
In that time also, I just take a particular stuff from like from there. His small uh, things actually.
Right.
Actually, at that time, I will tell some one comparison, like
Okay.
at that time, he just sit in his chair,
Hmm.
then he just go backside.
Okay.
He can't walk and he can't tell anything. He will go back and he then that's why I just draw a ant lion there. Ant lion. You can see an
Yeah,
ant
yeah,
lion.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the only creature is going back is ant lion. You know
Okay.
those kind of reference I just
Metaphors in your work. Yeah.
yeah, metaphors, and I'll keep. I'll also change my work. Sometime I'll get stuck. You know
Okay.
this is another work from this all are the syringe needles actually. This all
Okay.
are like around 3,000 6,000 needles actually, the top of the needle actually.
Okay.
Before Nipah, we had a Nipah before. At
Yeah, yeah.
that
The Nipah
time,
virus. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. At that time, it's very scary. Like that time, we just collected the syringe. It's also very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I did it those kind of experiments. Uh, then this one actually I told about before also. I just collect everything like
Yeah.
this is a trunk box. It's the work
Yeah.
is called family tree trunk.
Yeah.
In Idam, this work is also there.
Yeah.
This is Karya created in the collaborate with the Biennale thing.
Okay. So these are
Yeah,
all from
that
the scrapyard.
yeah, actually first two or three things from my grandmother and grandfather. Then I
Right.
took from something from my neighbors also. Then
Okay.
I'll just go to that scrapyard and I take it.
You
You know,
collected from. Yeah.
actually, yeah, this have a very interesting like a kind of a story like
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Right now we are using phones, right? In that
Right.
times, they are used to be like they are. they treated every trunk very precious.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I'll also listen so many stories from my grandfathers, and I really interesting. Actually, this works already collected from in that
Okay,
show. Yeah,
right.
yeah. And this one is like this is also interesting work because it's called mat.
Okay.
Weaving. Actually, the path of my school, like the path, at that time, I saw a lot of ladies is weaving. Here is the tradition is weaving. You
Hmm.
know, why I'm done this with the rest. Actually, gradually, so all are rested because nothing is there right now. You know,
Okay.
slowly get. I just mimic that same thing, like um. mm, the the tradition is got trusted.
Okay, so that's why
um,
that's the kind of resemblance that you've put in there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
a big work actually, but this is also slowly decaying
Okay.
everything.
Rustic. Yeah.
Mm. This is another painting actually. This I got award, state
Okay.
award. This is also a small work actually. You know,
Okay.
if at that time third year, I'm just confused at that time, right? I just clean with this painting like. Actually, I'm not that much, like taking care about my work at that times. You know,
Right. Now
yeah,
you are
yeah. Now I am a very delicate works
careful about
also
that.
there.
Works are very delicate. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this was in your third year.
yeah. Third year, I think. Yeah, third year.
Okay.
Yeah. This also have a resting thing. Actually, the grandfather have. He also he also tell a lot of stories,
Right.
slow gradually his stories also rested, and his stories also vanishing, like some stories are we can hear from first time, but we can't, his memory is also going down,
Okay.
in that way I'm just.
There's a metaphor in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I just came to this work. This is also I got state award. Yeah, these two works I think. Yeah,
This twin
uh,
connections near the coast.
yeah. Then after that, after the lockdown happened,
Hmm.
I told about the I just started to collect those things, right?
Right.
Then this also the same idea. Actually, I'm really believing the process.
Right.
The process I really believing because uh, we we are not planning and doing something randomly happening,
Mm.
something we are not if you are planning too much, that will never happen. you
Right.
know yeah,
So
actually.
the objects that you've collected right now, there is a it looks like it has a pattern, but you've just put it together in terms of what instinctively you felt at that point of time.
Yeah, actually, yeah, after that this installation happened.
This is the one
That
we
is,
saw.
yeah, this is also in that
Things are
idom.
vanishing before us. Yeah.
No, this is another one. It's same work
Oh,
like
similar.
Gigi's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Gigi's career is curated in that Biennale
Yeah.
idom show.
Okay.
At that show, I got more recognized.
Right.
Actually, in this case, mm, I think at that time, so many people appreciated, little bit. Then one guy is very interested, like he just told me like. I'm not. He told me like this. I'm not an fascinated about art, and I don't know nothing about art.
Right.
I just came because so many crowd is in this gallery. I don't know what happening. I just
Yeah.
came for like that.
Yeah.
Then suddenly I got stuck from this work. Then
Yeah.
I just asked him why. Then he just informed me like. I got so many memories, childhood memories. I feel
Yeah.
the earth, I feel the surroundings.
Yeah.
In our surroundings also, this works also I just collected only from that 5 kilometer radius.
Right.
Everyone can relate.
Yeah.
I think
That there
those
is
kind of,
something about their personal experiences that they can
yeah,
connect here in this
yeah.
work. Yeah.
This one is like this kind of stuff. Like it's called Pichinga. I think we are like in earliest time we will use
Like a
to
loofah.
bath.
Yeah, loofah. Yeah, yeah.
It's like not like loofah. It's loofah
It is a
itself.
loofah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's loofah and some other stuff like some in nature have so many diverse stuff, right? Like
Hmm.
something we will feel like in this case, it called Odalanga. Okay, this is in this. I think you can see it. The mouse
Yeah,
price.
yeah,
It's a name Odalanga. It's a it's a fruit actually.
yeah. Okay.
It looks so good, but if we eat it, we will definitely will die. You know
Okay.
that's suicidal fruit. People are typically using to suicide. You know,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. Some actually sometimes we will feel like nature is very beautiful, very
Yeah. So
like
both
that.
sides.
But
Yeah.
yeah, both sides is very. In that case, I think this
So it's
works.
almost like an archive that you've put together of everything you've seen around in your 5 kilometers radius of walking around, where it's primarily nature, which has both sides, like you talked about, and people who are there would be able to relate to it. Even people who are not from there will be able to relate to it because they'll see it in their surroundings, right?
Of
There must
course,
have
of
been
course,
people
of
from all over the world who can see this and say, "Okay, I've seen this and I've seen this," right?
yeah. They can easily relate it to
Yeah,
the particular very delicate stuff, but they can easily relate it.
yeah,
You know, Mhm. That what I'm saying. Like it's called chittum. It's surroundings only. Our
yeah,
surroundings.
yeah.
Like this is also the details.
So when you started working on this, did you have a concept of what you would put up there, or you just developed it as it went along because you had the collection of found objects already?
Yeah, actually, that's why I'm just told. I just believe in that process. I
Yeah.
100% believe in that process. I don't know what to do. I just kept it in myself. Like
Yeah.
after 1 year, after 2 year, it will get it will get work. Like
Yeah. No, even for this particular piece of work, you did not do any kind of layout saying, I want to put this and this. Or you just had a general idea and then you just picked from your objects.
Yeah, I think I made it a balance. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I made it a balance, and that shadow is also very important role in this work. Actually, you
Okay.
know, the shadow is also happening in this work. Like it will feel like multiple things. Like that is also connected. The shadow is also connected. The
Right.
nature have that connection. I told before also
Yeah.
about mycelium and all
Yeah.
those kind of reference I take, and I'll just keep doing those um work, like
And when you say balance, what was the balance that you were striving for, or you were looking for?
the balance is like um I'll try lot of like we can have an aesthetic sense, like
Yeah.
everybody have I'll get the balance, like I don't know how I'll make it, I'll try to fix it and I'll remove it and I'll do another stuff, like another balance also happening,
Yeah.
um that's why I'm just
So it's
balancing
a
the stuff.
instinctive balance of the overall aesthetic of the thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
so this piece of work was then this was the exact one which we saw in
That's a
Delhi.
little bit. That's a
Slightly
little
different.
bit. Yeah, I put it in another sense. It's a little bit bigger. This is a little bit smaller.
Okay,
I didn't put that work in this.
that's fine. I mean, just people will
Okay,
have an idea. Are
okay,
there more works? Yeah,
okay. This is all the details.
yeah.
Then after that, I got a residency in Bangalore, in Nandi Hills actually. It's a
Okay,
very good place. Nobody is around. Actually, I got a project like this. I'm just stayed like around 30 days.
okay,
Okay, he want to collect my work, but
right.
he give me an opportunity. It's a place called Contemplation. He
Okay.
put the name Contemplation like that. It's like backside of the Nandi Hills, very beautiful place. Like then he give me a like a project like this. You just stay that building. It's a
Yeah.
very good building actually, fully glassed and very ventilated and all. Then he give me a challenge like a project like this. You
Mhm.
just stay here. Then you just collected things only from the surroundings.
Right. Right.
Yeah, actually, I done another work from like same like this one, like here also, but I'm not
Right.
showing that work. This is also I just in that time the 30 days I just collected all the stones, you know,
Okay.
and I put it installed like that. You know.
Okay.
Then I just wrote a number in behind that, like actually the place where I took, Actually, this is a big like plain land actually,
Okay.
big land. Yeah, I just in the morning I just and go and take take a stone and I'll look around, I'll sketch it.
Yeah.
That
So
practice is
you
also.
wrote numbers behind the stone, or like
Like yeah, I just wrote a little bit mark. Like actually I just thought about everything have a I put a map,
okay.
in upper side. Like then I just that GPS number, right? Like where I took it, then the date, and actually I just think about the documentation properly
Hmm.
where I
Yeah.
took when I took then
Yeah.
I want to know the gradual um,
So it's
that's why.
almost like a collection of locations from
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
these stones have been taken. It's like a little bit of a map of the area.
In that side, some canals are there. In that canal, particularly, that different colored stone.
Yeah.
Some mountains. Like that particular object, I'll take it and I place like that. Then
Okay.
I think that project was very good actually. Very good experience
So
I
this
got.
was one work, and sorry, and
Actually, lot of
did you
works
did
in
you have
that.
paintings and others also in it, or just this?
No, I just did it like I think three or four installation I did there actually.
Okay.
Actually, it's a very peace area. Then
Peaceful area.
yeah. Then we'll get the creative.
The vibe in it, the creative vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm alone and everything is ready. Then I
Yeah.
just only focus on my work, and then I think after that I'll also get very, mind get fresh. And
Yeah. Refreshed. So then there was another work you were just showing.
this is another work is happened. My solo happened in Durbar Hall.
Yeah.
The same idiom happened. That place, the Bahal, Nomadic Archive. This is that curated by Sudesh Kotambra. It's a
Okay.
curator from here itself.
Okay. No, yeah.
Um, this is also blinking. It have a light inside. It will be blink like this.
Hmm.
In the same work, I did it in that luminous discoveries from that dot walk.
Yeah, I didn't see the luminous rivery one. I
Yeah,
wasn't there. So this is what
yeah.
is this made from?
This is also this is the same thing like syringe needles.
Syringe needles. Okay.
Yeah, it have like around 3,000 I think 3,000 needles. It's
Okay.
actually if we this is also same like I said before also, like in nature, if you see far from the nature, we will feel so beautiful,
Yeah.
plating. If we are going to, we go closer, it's very paining and, it's
Yeah.
very danger. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the idea behind this actually.
Beautiful.
Uh,
Beautiful work.
it's around like this kind of work. Then this is also I done in that mm, that dot walk show.
Okay.
Mm, the
This
things are
is
vanishing before us.
right.
Opposite one that
The
like
opposite from the big wall.
panda, yeah,
Yeah.
Jagannath panda.
Jagannath's
Yeah,
work. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It have rotation. That is also I just interpreted like wind or metaphor. uh, the shadows are playing like
Yeah.
I want to see its surroundings. That installation is like 2D version. I
Right.
want to see the 3D version of, you know.
Yeah.
That's why these all are experiments, and so
A
many.
lot of inspiration from nature, a lot of
Yeah,
inspiration
ac-
from time.
actually, before this, lot of failures happened. Actually, I really don't worry about failures, because in the schools and all, I already failed a lot. No, that's why I don't
No,
fear
but
about.
your kind of work also relies a lot on instinct. It relies a lot on you find your way almost. I think with your work, and that lends itself to failure, I suppose. But it also lends itself to a lot of very interesting works, like the way you have put it together. So Abdullah, we just have 10 minutes left. Just want to ask one
Yeah.
more question
Mm.
before I open it up to the audience. So, you've taken a lot of inspiration from your experiences after COVID. Found objects are a big piece of your material that you use. So, given the way you've shaped your artistic inquiry, what can we expect? Like, what is the direction, or where do you think you're headed, and what can we expect from Abdullah in the coming days? Is it going to be more of this, or are you interested in exploring something new now?
Yeah, I really like to explore other stuff also.
Right.
Like design part.
Right.
Next work is related to that actually. This is
Okay.
the work is like this is basically we can say it a biomimic, like that kind of a work. I'll
Okay.
show the video actually. It's a reference. I took reference from the roll bugs. I can present a video, a short
Yeah.
video actually.
Yeah.
Then it's a roll bug.
Yeah. So this is a piece that you've created, or this is a concept that you're working on?
Yeah, it's a concept, but I made a prototype.
Oh, okay. And what's the material
This
you've used for this?
1 minute. Okay, it's done actually. Material is like this is the prototype of that work actually.
Yeah.
I 3D printed.
Oh,
No,
okay. And this
uh,
is 3D printed using what, starch?
not
Or-
starch, is PLF material. It's a recyclable material actually.
Okay. Okay.
We can starch also. We can 3D print. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so this was in an exhibition that you showed,
Yeah,
or
this one is in UD. It's called Utopian Dystopia. In
okay? Oh,
that,
the utopian dystopia. Where was it, in Bangalore?
in Kochi, yeah, it's
Oh,
Kochi.
Kochi. Okay. Yeah.
At that time, Premji Shachari saw this works, and he referred to the Jigi in that time.
Okay.
This is my first show actually.
Okay.
I would say like
So
that.
you want to work on more such designs in the coming days?
Yeah, I have so many designs like
Yeah.
around biomimic and biomorphic, because I think in that kind of design perspective, I want to create a team. We
Yeah.
can't do it and alone in those. Um, I really like to make like biomorphic designs, right?
Yeah.
Like I really like to do that.
And you were
Then
you mentioned that because of your interest in this, you want to collaborate with botanists and engineers and other
yeah,
disciplines also, right?
yeah. That's why I'm just thinking about the. I actually, in this case also, I just collaborated with lot of people, but
Yeah.
in here, its collaboration is little bit difficult. Actually,
Yeah.
I just went to that engineering, like engineering college. Of in that time, I just visited that engineering college, in particularly robotics department. Actually,
Right.
they told me we can't do it. Like, you
Yeah.
know. so many limitation in here, this in our area, I think.
But I think the vision is there, so there is hope that as long as the vision is there, there'll be something that's going to come out from this area.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it and die.
Well, let's skip the dying part for the time being.
Yeah, like my thing is like I want to do something like
Yeah. And so, given all the stuff that you've done and your very interesting journey from starting from India to Doha, and then somebody told you, come and join fine arts, you came and did fine arts and all this. What would be your one message for, younger artists that you're seeing right now who are doing or experimenting or trying to find their path? What kind of message would you like to give them? Or what would you say? What should they be doing? Because I meet a lot of young artists. They're all confused about how they
I
should
am
proceed.
also young. I am also sometimes also I'm confused and I'm also young. But it happens. Actually, only one thing, believe the path.
Yeah,
Then one more thing, actually, I have lot of limitation. I told about my dyslexic problem and all. I have lot of limitations. Then I just overcome that in another strategy. I took another strategy.
yeah,
So if I can't read the books, I can hear the audio books. You know,
yeah,
those kind of small tricks or
yeah,
small thing. I'll do it and I'll overcome those kind of stuff. I think
yeah,
that's the way I just overcoming but the confusion and that and stuff like that will happen in our like that will happen. After that, I build a studio. Then I just I just make it as a proper profession. I daily visit my studio and
yeah,
if I have nothing to do, I'll do it and I'll go it and I have so many reference I took and so many plans and
yeah.
everything. Then I'll just simply sit and I'll watch my like this.
So
Actually,
never to lose belief and have faith in yourself. And I think in your story, even understanding that some lack of ability is also the opportunity to do something more interesting, right? And
I
pushing towards it. I think that is a big
just
message.
just believe ourselves. I think, yeah, that's the only thing actually. In fine arts, particularly in fine arts, I think we in the 4 years, right? We'll get to know like very deeply in ourselves. We can
Right.
think deeply in ourselves. What
Yeah.
is my actually thing? What is actually I want? You
Right.
know, I think in finance, I got that space.
Yeah.
I think
To
that's
really
the reason.
explore. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't fear, like experiment. I
Yeah.
think that's the thing. Only that's the thing. Believe and uh, you know, if you have a barrier, like we can go another path.
Another way.
Everybody have a space here. Like everybody have a space. You know,
Yeah.
I think
Brilliant.
that's.
I think Abdullah, that was a brilliant session. We got to know so much about your work and all the stuff. And we have people in the audience. I'll just open it for a couple of questions. If anybody wants to ask a question to Abdullah while he's here, then please feel free to ask the question. So while people are, yeah, I think Mona has a question. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Sandeep. Hi, Abdullah. I don't have a question, but I'm like really. I mean, your work is really amazing. I have no words to explain. It's really beautiful, and like sometimes some works just makes you nostalgic and connects you like in a very deeper level. So I think your work has done that to me, though I haven't seen it in person, but like just seeing it on screen has made me really emotional. I don't know why. So I can imagine what is the situation, what situation is going to be when I see your work in person. So it's amazing, really amazing work, and keep doing what you're doing, and more power to you. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, and she's based out of Dubai, and I'm guessing at some point of time, when you have a chance to go, you'll be able to see it, right? That'd be great.
Yeah, also I wanted to share one more thing, which Abdullah spoke about a residency he did in Bangalore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said that you picked up many stones and then you placed them together in a circular pattern, and behind each stone you wrote a certain number to identify the stone. So I saw an installation here in Dubai, and it was an installation of like Dubai sand. So the person had collected sand from different areas of Dubai, different parts of Dubai. It was all in a like glass beaker, and they were all placed in a circle, big circle, and each one had a I think number, and the number pointed out to a display on the wall, and the wall had image of that particular place that he had collected the sand from, and it had the QR code to scan it, so that you can scan and then it will take you to the what do you say, the Google map of the exact place location. So I think that's also like going very deep into your collection, because you're collecting stuff from so many different places. So if you have to put that thing back into the original place, then you can really go back and place it back there. So I just wanted to add that, and it's amazing, amazing to see beautiful work. So hoping to see it in person someday. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And I think Deepa ji has written something about, yeah, she's fascinating as always, hoping to see more art and wishing you the very best. And
She's my friend.
there you go. So I think you have made some new friends today at today's thing. And thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Abdullah, for coming to this. And we will be editing this video and putting it up on YouTube as a part of the collection of this series. And maybe in 2 to 3 years, we'll be able to come back and see, and maybe your work has changed. Anjum, you have a question? You raised your hand.
Hello.
Yeah,
Anjum.
hi.
Hi.
Yeah, brother.
Hi. I have no questions actually. We know each other very well. We shared
Yeah.
a lot of time
Yeah.
together, you know. And I just want to add some more that he never shared. That he keeps always different kinds of bag, small bags and dabbas in his bag, and
Collect.
so to collect, no. So that's a inspiration for different people actually. Some of my friends are told me like that, so I just shared like that. And uh, last day I'm living in Mysore. So last day my wife collected some objects and tell me I'm going to give this to Abdullah. Huh? So people are thinking about you. Why? Because you are doing such a different kinds of installation like this. I just want to share this
That's so lovely. That's so
He is
lovely.
very.
and it's very happy to see your presentation here.
Yeah. We'll,
This
we'll be we'll be seeing Anjum's very
yeah
soon.
yeah
After,
yeah
after,
yeah
after Abdullah's.
yeah yeah
But a very special work. Both of you guys, you're doing such amazing work. And I think Abdullah,
Yeah.
what Anjum just said, like you're living your practice, man. That's so good.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
great.
we are also inspired from like we also get inspired from each other. Like Amjum also, I also very fascinated about his work. Like
Yeah.
he also treated like I think those kind of practice we are all growing, the same, growing the way like all together. I think
Yeah.
And one more thing, I just noticed that in one show to other show or one work to other work, you are solving something yourself into your work.
yeah.
If
Amjum
you have
he
any
will
problem, in your work, you're trying to solve the other next work. No,
first.
so
He
that's
talked before a lot in that
yeah,
case. Yeah.
that's an important thing as an artist, maybe.
Don't ever,
Yeah.
I'm believing that.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
And
Brilliant,
this
Anjum.
last video is also we are waiting to that work, right? That's an
Yeah.
interesting video. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're waiting to see that lamp. I will buy that lamp when you are ready to release it to the market.
Yeah.
Put it up there.
Yeah, I already done a lot of prototypes, but it's not happened yet. Yeah, it will
Final
happen.
final cut we'll buy. That's the final decision now. All right. Brilliant. Thank you, Anju, for those comments, and
Amju,
thank
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you,
you
brother.
so much. And thanks, Abdullah, and then we'll have this video up in a few weeks, so everybody can see and you can see your talk, and maybe we'll be able to revisit it in the coming days. And we'll be back next month with most probably Anjum. We'll be
Yeah.
having a conversation with Anjum next month.
Sure,
And
sure.
I'd really like to thank everyone here. And thank you so much, Abdullah. Thank you again. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.